We walked down to the corner. There's a sidewalk cafe there that's always being mentioned in the trades, but it's almost never crowded on Sundays. I ordered a veggie wrap and an iced tapioca tea. Derek had a soy burger, a side of yam sticks, and some insanely healthy organic juice drink. Kombucha and carrot juice, I think. We started out talking about our movie, then the conversation wandered off track like it always seemed to do. Next thing I knew, we were back to discussing friendship and sex. Come on, Derek, everybody knows it, I found myself saying once more. Frankly, it was a position I was getting tired of having to defend. As soon as you had sex, friendship goes right out the window. Derek shook his head. Everybody? Who's that? It's like in When Harry Met Sally, I told him, but of course he disagreed. Gabe, I keep telling you, you're missing the whole point of that film. Billy Crystal was wrong. She was right. He was wrong. You're a feminist. You should love that. I pushed aside my plate and picked up my tea. What about you? How many women friends do you have that you haven't slept with? Besides you? None. Which was just what I thought he'd say. There you go. And if you and I had sex, we would no longer be friends either. It sucked, but that's the way it was. Derek sighed. There's something wrong with that logic. One of these days I'm going to figure out a way to prove it to you. Go right ahead, I told him, feeling somewhat pouty. There was only one way for either of us to prove our position, and that was to try it and see. That was so not going to happen. Scorpios make great friends and horrible enemies. They hold everyone they know to the same impossible standards they hold for themselves. Derek and Bobby used to be real close, but as soon as Derek found out he'd been cheating on me, he cut Bobby loose. I did not want to be cut loose too. They'll tell you Pisces are chameleons, wishy-washy, overly amenable, but you have to have a pretty sturdy backbone to live your whole life like a fish out of water. I can be as determined as a Taurus when I have to be. What now? I snapped, suddenly aware of the way Derek was watching me. It was weird. He shook his head. That drink of yours. I'm surprised they haven't had to shut this place down yet. I popped the straw out of my mouth. What are you talking about? What's wrong with my drink? That sexy half-smile was back as he said, Wrong? Not a thing. It's the way you're toying with it. It's obscene. Toying? Oh. Now for a Scorpio, obscene is always a good thing. Of course, for a Scorpio, butterflies can be obscene. They taste with their feet, you know. Butterflies, that is. But don't get me started on feet. A good actress never passes up a chance to practice, especially not when she's got a captive and appreciative audience. It took all of a second for me to find my motivation. I murmured as I fitted my lips around the thick straw. If Derek really wanted to see obscene, I was happy to oblige. My fingers lovingly caressed the length of the straw as I slowly sucked first one, then another of the tapioca balls into my mouth. I licked my lips, put my head back, and swallowed, smiling in sheer bliss. Oh, Jesus. I know I said it was a bad idea to tease a Scorpio, but there are times when a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Derek's espresso-colored eyes were looking distinctly glazed as I sighed dreamily and parted my lips to take the straw in my mouth again. Did you say something, Dare? Can we get back to discussing the movie now? He croaked. I paused, mouth open, and ran my tongue across my bottom lip. My eyelashes fanned my cheeks. Of course we can. We can do whatever you want. That wasn't really a joke. Like all the best performances, it held a kernel of truth. With Scorpios, you can either do what they want, or you can hide till they're gone.